It's said that the end determines the beginning. This becomes pretty clear as we watch 14 truly amazing women as they learn that it's not simply about the shape of their bodies, but how to shape their lives from the inside out.
I'm the one who always has to know what the end is.
I am the one who is stronger as a result of the poise, beauty, and grace that you all have demonstrated to me.
And I learned what I got out of Shape Your Life is there's a great benefit and joy in not always knowing what the end is. And I don't know what the end is as I leave here. And I'm comfortable with that.
I feel, even though I was tired when I started, I'd run my legs off. I'm more awake and invigorated and alive now than I was then. And thank you so much for doing what you always do so wonderfully.
And I'm the one who is probably more of a woman today than she was 2 days ago.
Oh.
Thank you.
The journey is a zigzag, and it's really nice to remember what your dreams are and modify your dreams so that you keep doing what you want to do instead of what you have to do. You do what you want to do.
I'm the one who found her smile, and I lost it for a while. So thank you for letting me find it.
It goes to what you all teach. It's the whole mind, body, spirit, emotional, mental, physical space that you're in.
It's been really, really good to remember joy at the center of all this and just having fun again. And that's just been the greatest gift. It's just been a blast.
It's really in terms of balancing your life. And balance isn't balance this way. It's balance all around.
Now you're sharing the answer to the question, what do I love? What do I love? Go ahead and start.
I love my circle of friends. I love expanding my circle of friends.
I value people just going out and just doing it, being their full selves and not being afraid to be themselves.
Staying connected not only to people but to myself.
I love my family. I love my life. Most of all, I value just us being sisters to each other and supporting each other as women.
Music and dance is universal, and when you hear the drums start beating, there's a real natural rhythm that comes. And these women feel a lot of times very intimidated, and they think, oh, I can't move my body like that, but the drumming starts and the dancing starts, and all of a sudden their bodies start moving, and, well, see for yourself.
Here's what I'd love. I would love about 4 staggered lines. Come on closer, as close as you can get, because I do not bite.
I'd heard it was a lot of self-expression and a lot of feminine movements, which I wasn't too sure about.
As they were listening to the introduction, I could see them shaking in their boots and nervous and also anticipating what they were being asked to do.
Oh, great. Smiling and dancing, just my cup of tea.
As soon as they loosened up in their bodies and gave themselves permission, I just saw them come alive.
I really wanted to give it a try. It seemed like something completely different than anything I'd done before.
Let's begin by opening up our feet, please, to an open stance, closing the eyes for just a moment, softening the knees, and just go ahead and feel your breath, deep inhale and sigh. So play with me. Here we go. The arms are going to start to climb up. Sensual and playful. Reach for the heavens. Bring it down right here to the heart. Big spiral. Deep breath. Let that exhale come all the way out. Swing splash. Here we go. Swing splash. Any ocean lovers out there? And right here, we're going to take it to the right.
It took me a second to realize that this was a great group of women that I could feel comfortable totally being expressive with. I'm not somebody who associates myself with dancing or being able to dance, but once I did, I was like, oh, this is awesome. It don't have to hold back any fear or any embarrassment because we're all in this together.
It seemed like my body just started to do the things that it wanted to do.
The energy of the group was amazing.
There was definitely a shift in this group kind of working together. People seemed to stop looking at each other and just kind of moving with the music. And it's very liberating.
There's a concept in sociology called collective effervescence, and there's just no way that you couldn't get that sense of just bubbling over and feeling like part of this group, that we're all in this together and we're all doing this exciting thing, and you're just going hysterical. I mean, from the oldest woman in the group that I bumped hits with to the next woman next to me who we did the cha-cha together, it was an exciting and wonderful feeling.
For me, it was all about kind of remembering that there's joy on the inside, and all you have to do is let it out.
Yoga is a really unique fitness activity that combines the fluidity of breath and stretch and resistance all at the same time. And it actually has tremendous benefits that can change the mind as well as the body.
To open our session, deep inhale and sounding together. Deep inhales and exhales, softening the lips, relaxing into the moment.
One lesson that I think I keep seeing or getting taught is that I get a little bit too much in my head. I'll analyze things and overthink things instead of just letting go.
A yoga practice, we could just sit here and breathe and relax into the moment, and that would be a yoga practice in and of itself. From here, we're going to lengthen. Inhale, reach out to the right. And exhale, center. Can you keep the length of your rib cage here as we lengthen again? Inhale, reach. And exhale.
Oh yeah, I was definitely thinking too much about it instead of just getting into it, and that made me sort of resistant to the activity today.
Remembering to spiral the rib cage back. We're going to send the tail to the sky as if it's being lifted by a helium balloon. Then bend the knees slightly, toes are still rooted, heels are lifted. Sometimes we think we have a direction we have to get down. Other than being present with body and breath, there's nothing to get right.
But it's a little bit of a tricky dynamic, I think. You can't say to yourself, now you're going to let go, really.
If possible, breathing in and out through the nostrils.
I became more comfortable with the whole concept. My body just released, and I was able to get into the movement.
Returning to a place of peace, of calm, of center.
Women are the caretakers in every culture where they come to believe that what they do is far more important than who they are. So what we do is we try to show them that who they are is very important, and what they do is a product of that.
Potter, ready?
Ready.
Gabriella falling.
All on Gabriella.
Oh, gosh. Look right, it'll make it better. Look, I'm right here. Okay. Okay, I'm right there. Okay. Okay.
Potter, ready?
Ready. Susan falling? Fall on Susan.
Okay.
falling.
Remember to keep breathing.
I was really surprised at how distrusting I was at the beginning. And I was standing with Terry. When I went to fall back into her, I wouldn't let myself do it. I kept stepping back.
What we're going to do now is have that process happen. We're going to do it as a group.
And then I got into the group and I realized that I was really terrified of it. I wanted to overcome the fear or the anxiety of letting go or trusting.
Spotters ready?
Spotters ready.
April falling.
Fall on April.
It was pretty amazing. The group of women surrounding me, the power that you felt of the hands, even if they weren't touching you, the warmth, the compassion, the strength.
There was so much energy you could feel and so much love. Everyone was going to take care of each other.
All right, spotters ready?
Spotters ready.
Really?
Really?
Okay, Shelley's falling.
Fall on, Shelley.
Oh my God.
We recognized what each individual person needed and gave them exactly what they needed, whether it's more attention, less attention, the breathing, bringing them back. So that was marvelous.
And it was really special to be that nurturer, to keep your hands on the person that was a little frightened and say, it's going to be okay. Trust us.
Spotters ready?
Spotters ready.
It's just allowing your physical experience to be in the hands of another person. It's a very intimate kind of feeling. But it lends itself to ask yourself, how open can you really be with physical sensations or just with trusting emotionally with someone? And so putting both of those two together says a lot about the kinds of relationships you engage in every day.
After going through this experience, I feel like I could actually go into the world and take some more risks. I think I could gauge a little bit more than I could before. My new job that I'm in, can I be as successful as I was in my prior career? Am I truly that good? And having to prove yourself again, you have to trust the people that you're with and take some risk there.
The German philosopher and poet Goethe wrote, "One corner of your brain thinks, another corner acts." This is easy. That's the easy part. Putting them together in accordance with your desires is the most difficult thing.
Walk at your pace. Take your time. You'll walk all the way into the center. As you get to the center, just be there for a moment. Look around, take in the beauty, and then begin the journey out.
Honestly, in the beginning, you're kind of trying not to go into the person in front of you. You're focused on the outside world, and it takes about till you're about halfway in where you start forgetting of that you're doing a practice, and you start just absorbing, and it's all you, and it's the wind, and it's the sun on your face, and it's the mountains. And so about halfway through, you start to lose everybody and everything. By the time you get to the center, you know what you want to ask for. I ask for happiness, love, and life. I was so full of love and in touch with the earth. It was an experience I never had before. Life doesn't just happen. You should live it.
As you feel the gentle caress of the breeze, the sun on your skin, sensing the support of this majestic and beautiful canyon around us. And exhale with a sigh, let it go down. And without having to open your eyes, just reaching for the hands on your right and left. Softening your shoulders, softening your jaw, and extending total acceptance for whatever your experience has been so far this morning.
Allowing yourself to bring awareness to your toes, and allowing that awareness to begin moving up your legs, awareness of knees, hips, shoulders, neck, face. Take a deep breath in.
Shape Your Life is a company devoted to empowering, inspiring women to create the life that they really want to live, not the life that everybody else wants them to live. We help women to find the balance in a very busy life. They are the caretakers, and they need to take some time to find that balance in their life. From diet and nutrition to exercise and movement to personal and professional growth, spirituality, financial confidence. We are helping women to be the best that they can be and to make changes big and small.
As a result of what they wake up here in their movement, they receive more. They receive more of their lives. They loosen up more. They come more into their sensuality, to their sense of sacred embodiment.
At the closure of the activity, we see relaxation, we see joy, we see a fluidity through the whole body. Rhythm is not just located in one part of the body, it's so fluid all the way through. We see someone who is tired, sweaty, exhausted, and also fully engaged in their life, radiant and beautiful.
We have an extraordinary team of professionals, and we have a division of the company that's the Destination Resort Division, and we conduct holistic programs all around the United States. It gives women time to get away from the daily detail and distractions of everyday life so that they can take a breath and they can pause and think about, what am I doing with my life, who am I, and where am I going?
The hike is about 3 miles long. We're going to be hiking about 1.5 miles in and 1.5 miles out.
The destination resorts are a beautiful place to get women out in nature so that they find a way to connect in a spiritual sense.
The women that have never hiked before feel a bit apprehensive, and once they're out here and hiking, they feel like they have accomplished something that they've never been able to do before, and they feel great and wonderful.
Nature opens them up. They blossom tremendously, therefore giving them time to think, am I being really strong in my marriage? Do I love the work that I do? What is my nutrition like? Am I feeding my body in a really strong way so that I think well, so I think strongly?
How they eat is sometimes dictated by environment. It's sometimes dictated by physiology. It's sometimes dictated by desire. And so it's helping them to connect to those parts of themselves so that they can learn how to eat in a manner that's fun and pleasurable and enjoyable.
A lot of times when we get into that self-blame and we say, gosh, what's wrong with me that I can't seem to control this, it may be your hardwiring.
We take the guilt off of eating. We definitely do that. We try to get them to understand that, food should be pleasurable.
Women get away and they think about these things, and then they make changes both big and small. And they return home with the strategies and tools that we provide them so that they can make sustainable changes. One of the big differentiation points of Shape Your Life than any other company out there is the fact that women make changes quickly. We have a team of experts that work with them from morning until night. We have personal coaching sessions. We have sessions where women really connect with the experts. There's not a boundary where the experts are the experts and the women are the women, but we develop a community of like-minded women. We develop a community from the time the women get in to the time they return home. And then we create a Shape Your Life email village so that we stay in constant communication with them. Shape Your Life is changing the way that people think, the way that people feel, and the way people behave. Shape Your Life truly is a way for women to create the life that they really want to live.
Well, I think it's a really good opportunity to have a time where you just set out challenges for yourself and have a wonderful support to sort of encourage you along when you're facing your fears or you're attempting something new or trying to grow.
My industry is very competitive, with lots of women competing against each other. And it's great to be reminded of women coming together to help one another.
It was just the environment. I felt so comfortable just being me, and you allowed me to be me. And so I thank each and every one of you for that.
I had an opportunity to learn more about a holistic space, and that's really in the direction that I find my life moving, in a much more spiritual, holistic, well-rounded space, which, like I said, I never really imagined existed before I came here.